Yeah, and give me a sec. Let me put this, if he has it set up, let me put this live in our group as well.
Can you record it also, Misty?
Let me see if he's got it set up that we can stream it to the.
Yeah, he does, I think.
Okay.
I think I'm going to log out and log back in. Misty.
Okay. Is something wrong?
No, I'm just showing his camera, and so I was just going to show as myself.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back, you guys. I apologize. Give us a few minutes.
Okay, so now we are live in the group as well. And while we're waiting on Sally to come back, guys, this meeting is going to be about launching your business, okay? And it's very, very important that you launch your business as quickly as you get started, okay? I know some of you guys have been with us a minute, and that's okay. Because it's never too late to start over. It's never too late to pick yourself up. It's never too late to dust yourself off. And it's never too late to get back on track with, you know, where you needed to be. I know that there are, you know, certain things that we do want to go over with you because it's important. It's important to get as founder as quickly as you can, preferably within the first 72 hours. So what I'm going to suggest to you is what I did, is what my upline suggested to me, and it's what Dominique suggested to us in our meeting the other day. Those first 3 spots underneath you guys, those first 3 spots, they're like prime real estate, okay? Besides yourself, those 3 spots are going to be the ones that get paid the fastest, okay? So when I come in, let me see. What I did was, I'm going to show you, this is me, okay? Right here, I put my business. Right here, I put my ex-husband. And right here, I put my oldest child. Boom. I made founder in 5 minutes, guys. This is how I got to Bishop so quickly, okay? So then what you want to do is we're going to, when we launch your business, we're going to start building this leg right here, okay? We're going to make sure that this one has 3 and that this one has 3 and that this one has 3, okay? When this happens, you're at night, okay? But then the magic's going to happen when you start left to right. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Boom. These 3 accounts of yours are at night. This one is at Noble. When you take those 3 spots underneath you, you're not just making the $1,000 a month for Noble, you're making $2,500 a month. Okay? Now, when we bring these people in, we need to tell them what we're teaching you today, and that is we've got to launch your business. Okay? The first thing you need to do is you need to make a list of everybody you know, friends, family, coworkers, parents of your that your kids go to school with, people from your church, people from your gym. You need to make a list, okay? So Sally, are we going to share that video?
The home bugs video? Sure. I think it's such a great video. I love it. Guys, this is Misty McNally. I always say that. She is, what's your current rank right now, Misty?
I am Bishop, about to be Duchess.
Okay, she's about to be Duchess. And there's a lot of new people. We had a question in the forum there that there's several new people on. So they're like, who's this girl?
Y'all have not been to Empower Hour or the Forex training.
No, you've got to go into the orientation. Everyone should know Misty by now for sure. And if you don't, you certainly will. But the 3 o'clock orientation calls where you meet Misty. That's kind of the first stop if you're in the units. But yeah, Misty, I say we go ahead and play that. We'll get into some role play. We're here to
Holden. Is it Holden or Holton?
It's Holton Bugs with 2 G's, and it's how to launch. Just search how to launch and it'll pop right up. Guys, we're going to show you this awesome video. Dominique showed this to us the other night, and it's fire. It really is what we're after and what we're going to teach everyone to do. How to become noble in a week, if not Bishop. I did noble in 4 days.
Sorry, Sally.
No, that's okay. I was just saying I hit noble in 4 days. Misty hit Bishop in 4 days. And here's a really good place to start. So hit it, Misty.
Okay. I hope everybody bought pen and paper, okay, and that you're taking notes. Don't ever come to a training without your notebook and your pen, okay? Take some really good notes.
You got to start believing it. Once you start believing, you got to put the actions in. You got to do the work. Whatever the work is, you got to put the work in. Put the work in. This is net work marketing. It's not net sit marketing. It's not net play marketing. It's not net think about it marketing. It's not net one day I'll get to it marketing. It's net work marketing. And most people miss the W, the work part. Net work marketing. I worked my butt off. I can tell you right now. Now, remember, it's not just work. You've got to be productive, not just active. You got to be productive. I'll tell you why I make what I make today. I'm gonna write this down. This is my schedule when I first started, okay? My first day, it was because of what I did day one, not because of what I've done over the last 2 years. I set the example. See, everybody want to take notes now. You see, I've already said the most. You didn't write notes when I said they won't out-friend me. That's more important than what I'm gonna put on the board right now. But see, anything that's skill related, we want to take notes. Anything that's really inspiration related, that really matters, we don't. Don't worry, my group's the same way. It's not just you. First day, this is what I did, ladies and gentlemen. Work. Why? I knew, remember I told you I got to believe much bigger, much faster. I only set 2 income goals or 3 income goals, set 3 income goals since I started. My first goal was my first week. My first week's goal was to make $70,000 my first week. Yes, $70,000 was my first week's income goal. I missed it, didn't make it. Made $25,830, but it didn't matter. That was my goal. My second goal, 18-month goal, $250,000 a month. Missed that one too, hit 249. Why? Your business should be predictable. This is a business. I know my business. You got to know your company and your business. I know my business, and it's just as predictable as Exxon knows how much sales of oil they're going to do in the year 2015, and it hasn't come yet. But if you ask any of the executives, they can tell you with a small margin of error what the results are going to be, because there are certain things that cause a certain effect in the business. You got to figure that out for your company, but it is predictable. You can't be out the well, I'm just going to throw enough mud on the wall until it sticks. It doesn't work that way. Eric talked about the 90-day game plan. It's predictable. What are you going to get done in 90 days? This is what I did. Day one, I called that group of 32 people. This is what I told them. It was actually 32 people I sponsored. I had 16 of them on the call. This is what I told them. I said, listen, my current company, I'm launching tomorrow. If those of you who want to know what I'm doing, be on my conference call tomorrow. They were on my conference call at 10 a.m. 10 a.m., I had 16 people on the call. I explained to them, I said, listen, now, and so what happened is this here. I said, guys, listen, you guys are, right now, we're going to do my first, what I call first movers advantage conference call. I'm sideways. This way. This better? Okay, here we go. I said I'm gonna do my first Movers Advantage conference call. It's gonna start at 12 o'clock. Here I am at 10 a.m. This is what I did. You don't have to copy this. This is what I did. Okay, don't write this stuff down. This don't matter. Whatever your method of exposures are, that's what you do. Get with your upline. Get the mentality that I had. Not this, the mentality. So 12 o'clock comes. This is what I did here. I said, guys, listen, out of these 16 people, I said, I suggest you have 10 people on the conference call. They said, well, okay, 12 o'clock when? Next Tuesday? I said, no. Today. Today? 10 people? We only have an hour and a half. I say, exactly. You guys are already in. I got to start making phone calls. Goodbye. How many of you have talked to your prospects about doing a meeting or a call? Well, I've got to give them 36 hours to get the baby. You're not going to win big. Not if you want to launch something. Remember, professionals launch a business. Amateurs join a business. I don't join anything. I am a launcher. I launch. Okay? When you look at Microsoft, did they launch Xbox or did they just announce it? They launched it. Sony, they launched this new PS4, whatever it is, however many millions pre-ordered and sold. They launched it. I'm a businessman. You are a business person. You should launch it. This is what happened. 125 people showed up on that conference call. On that conference, don't clap, don't clap. It's not the number, it's the attitude, it's the mentality. My group before, they saw me give people 24, 36 hours to prepare for a stupid conference call. You're sitting at home. You don't need 3 days. If you found a pot of gold and you needed a few friends to come help you get it, and they told you can get all that you want, are you gonna say, well, I can't call Leroy because he needs 3 days? Leroy, listen, I found a pot of, you better get it. Leroy's like, where is it? I'm putting on my pajamas right now. I'm coming out the door. If you make it important enough. Some of you don't make it important enough. My next call was at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, guess what? We had 225 people on the conference call because I told them the exact same thing. I painted the dream. I couldn't even explain the comp plan at all. Didn't know all the details. But when I told those 225 people, I said, listen, you guys are the second people to hear about it. I'm working on something called Project 5,000. 90 days, I want to put 5,000 people in this organization. And nobody has signed up yet. And none of you on this call can sign up either. But we're going to do another conference call. They said, when? It's going to be at 2 o'clock. I mean, at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, I did another conference call. That's what we had. 435 people on that conference call. That's a lot of activity, isn't it? That was half my day. 6 o'clock. No more conference calls. Did my first home meeting at my house. I'll never forget, I had on a white t-shirt, shorts, flip-flops. Didn't even have time to get dressed. I lost 18 pounds. I thought it was because of our product. That's the testimony I was giving. It was really because I forgot to eat while I was launching. I was so fired up and excited. That's what was happening. 6 o'clock came. This is what I had. I had 25 people show up at my house and say, come on in. Told them about Project 5,000. And I'm sitting there spitting in all this stuff and telling them all about the stuff. Whiteboard, no PowerPoint. Didn't have PowerPoints for 6 months. No PowerPoint. I drew on a board, told them what my vision was, what we were about to accomplish, and that we're about to do the biggest project we've ever done in our lifetime. And if you want to get started, you can. Guess what happened? At 7:45, you know what was happening at 7:45? 7:30, I mean? My doorbell was ringing with the second group of people that were invited. 35 people showed up at my house. And you know what I told those people here? I said, listen, the first 25, I said, guys, I got to wrap this up. We got another group of people that's coming over here. If you want to get in, you can. But go ahead over here to the dining room. My wife has the applications over there, blah, blah, blah. You can get signed up over there. But I've got another group of people that's coming in, and I can't be late with them. By the way, those of you who go ahead and sign up now, this group that's behind you, they possibly could be in your organization if you go ahead and get in right now, all right? So this is 7:30. Guess what happened at 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen? 9 o'clock, guess what I had? I had another 40 people show up at my house. And I was running shift work, okay? 10 o'clock, guess what? I did my last meeting for the day, and I think at 10 o'clock I had about 50 people show up at my house. And I'm doing the same thing. I lost my voice. I did that for the first day. You know what my leaders were doing? They're looking at me like, this dude is crazy. I've never seen him like this before. You know why they never seen me like that before? Because I had never done all that I could do. I had never gone all out. I had never sold completely out. It ain't because of what my product is. It ain't because of my comp plan. It's because of what I did day one. I kept this up for 2 weeks straight. This is not including the one-on-ones that I did. This is not including the three-way calls. This was my schedule every day, group calls, 4 a day, 4 home meetings a day that I was doing every single day. And what I did is I showed them an example, and they went out and they start doing the exact same thing. That's why my results were where they were. My first day late, if you count it up, I exposed almost 700 people. I did more in my first 24 hours than some people do all year. It's not because I do magic. It's because of what the math is. It's simple. You can do the same thing. It's not, okay, I got rich quick. I compress time frames. Compress time frames. This is the work. You do the action, and ladies and gentlemen, when you put the action in, whatever your action is, you find out what your mentor or your coach tells you you need to do, and that's what you need to do. You put the work in, and don't give any excuses why you can't do it. Excuses don't work. Now, I know I may be a little too intense. I get excited when I talk about my dream. I get excited and passionate when I talk about what works and what's going on. That's just who I am. I don't apologize for it. But I don't want you to think some of you, that I'm yelling at you, because I don't know many of you in here. I don't want you to think he's yelling at me. Eric brought this crazy wild man on stage, and he was spitting and yelling, and he looked at me, and he was pointing at me. And no, I'm yelling in love. I love you. I want you to just do this thing, okay? That's what I want you to do, all right? And I promise you, your group, they will catch on. When you do the action, they will follow what you do. They won't listen to what you say.
Okay, guys, excuses don't work. Now, that just goes to show, that video just goes to show a little bit about compressing time. How many of you guys have ever seen the movie, The Pursuit of Happiness? You've seen the movie Pursuit of Happiness, drop a 1 in the comments. That movie, I watched it while I was in college, talk about it all the time. That movie changed my life. I don't think I would have got through college if I hadn't watched it. When he had things going on in life, because, he was a single dad and he was struggling, but he really, really wanted to make it at that broker. He figured out it was a numbers game. So, he should have been at a disadvantage because, he had to leave 2 hours early to get his son. He had to come in an hour later than everybody else because, he had to run around and sell those machines. So, just by the fact of the matter, he should not have been able to produce the work he did, but he was smart. He figured out this is a numbers game, and he figured out little things to do to compress the time so that not only did he outwork everybody in the little bit of time that he was there, he blew them out of the water. He got the position he wanted, and he changed his life. Now, guys, our method, in this video, he says, get with your method. Okay, you got to get your list. Everybody knows 10 to 20 people. Okay, who would you invite to your house if you were having a cookout and you had all this food and these drinks? If you were stranded on the side of the road, who would you call? I had somebody tell me, Misty, me and my husband, we sat on the side of the road for 3 hours with our grandbaby one day, and we had nobody to call. We sat there and we waited and finally ended up having to call a cab and take a cab home. We're the ones that always help everybody else. I said, okay, then make a list of those people that you help. Make a list of those people that come to you for help. Who do you have on your Facebook? Who do you have on your Instagram? Everybody can come up with a list, and it shouldn't take more than an hour or two to sit down and write that list. Now, the way that this company launches is we do launch calls. We do 3-ways. We do webinars. So whoever your upline is, get with them in the way that they want you to do it. Maybe they want to do 3-way calls with you. Maybe they want you to send them to the webinar. Maybe, you want to get together and you want to get all your people on a call and do a private launch. This is what I have found. People make their list and they blow their leads. Okay. And once a lead is blown, you got to work 12 times as hard to get them back. Okay. You don't want to call them and tell them all about your business and why you should join. And it's the greatest thing ever. And no. The less information you give this list till you can get them to your upline, to a professional on a call, is the less information is the best information at this point, guys, until you get in and you get acclimated and you're closing for your team. Okay. The most important thing is to learn how, and it's going to take some practice, especially with you people that have a hard time talking with people. It's going to take some practice, but the best thing to do is dominate the conversation, take control. You talk with authority. You get a hold of these people, and you're like, the best way to do it with this list, with your what we call your warm market, is to get them on the telephone. Hey, sorry, I'm glad to touch base with you. I've just got a couple minutes because I've got to run out. I've got to go pick up this stuff at the pharmacy, or I've got to run take these kids somewhere. But I just wanted to talk to you real quick. I have recently connected with these very, very wealthy people. I'm talking about 6-figure earners, 7-figure earners. This one woman, she's making 6 figures a month, and they're going to show me how to do this. I've recently went into business with them. Then tell them, but I really respect your opinion on things. So I was wondering what you thought about it. Everybody loves giving their opinions. When you tell somebody that you respect their opinion on something, ding, their ears, they shoot up like, what? Okay. And say, yeah, and we're having a launch, we're having a meeting on Zoom, whenever it is, tonight or whatever. But then you tell them, now look, this call fills up fast, and my upline told me I can only bring 2 people to this meeting. I can only give 2 links out. I really want to know what you think about it, and I really want to give you one of these links, but I need you to promise me, I need you to promise me that if I give you this link, you're going to come, because I can only give out 2. Most of the time they're going to say yes. Okay. And then, an hour, 30 minutes before that, it's up to you to be calling these people to remind them, okay, now, I'll see you there. Make it quick, and get off the phone. And then afterwards, you follow up with them. Okay. So that's how, when you work through this warm market, what we call your warm market, this list, that's how you work through it. Okay. Dominique's a legend. Okay. She did it in 90 days. And this girl's manifesting this stuff. Her calls convert. All you got to do, you don't have to be a master recruiter. You ain't got to be a master salesperson, because guess what? We're not in sales. We are not in sales here. We are in extending opportunities. Okay. You get them on that call, they're going to get converted. And it's that easy. Now, after we run through your list, after we run through this warm market, that's when the work really begins. Okay. And so Sally's got some things that she's been working on to help, and I will just give the floor over to her, I guess.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Misty. Awesome points. I love that video. And a lot of you watched that before you got on. I asked a lot of you to watch that. Some of you have just seen that for the first time. That's something you can revisit every week. Holton Bugs, it's in Unit 17, and it's on the Facebook page. And just Holton Bugs, how to launch. He's $1 million monthly earner. So you could find him on Facebook in all kinds of places. So yes, I said $1 million monthly. So I think that's what I was told he earns, but it's very, very significant, several $1 million a year for sure. But because he compresses his time, he uses his time wisely. Why go slow when you can go fast? I always ask my team, how do you like your money, fast or slow, right? Everybody 100% of the time says fast. Well, I find that very interesting, but they want to work slow. That doesn't work. Fast money, you have to work fast. Slow money, you can work slow. It's up to you. It's a choice. Compress that time, work fast, get those 3. A lot of people have their 3 the first day. I signed up a guy last week. He has his 3. He brought in one guy. He's brought in putting his wife in, then brought in his cousin. I talked to his cousin today, and his cousin will have his 3 probably by the end of the day today. That's a nice little jump start for that line. I wish I could move them from my 3rd row to my 1st row, through my 1st leg, because there are going to be some movers and shakers there. So when they have experience and they're great, but they want the funnels and they want all, everything we've got. But something why I developed this new system, and Misty, if you don't mind just put our Facebook group on the screen.
Okay.
That'd be awesome. And then we're going to do a little role play. So people can see this new system that I developed. It's very simple. I'm a 7-figure earner in the industry. My best month was 119,000 before. So I've earned, 6 figures a month before. Like, you can get paid here every month. I would be like 70, 80, 90, 119. I did 103. Lots of those high numbers, right? Best day, $32,000 day. I work very fast. Misty works very fast. We have, markets and we tap into sources, but we started somewhere too. My first month in the industry was $17. That was for the month. I wish I had that check in a frame, but I remember thinking, hey, this is gas money. I'm going to cash it. I cashed it. I put money in my car. But anyway, so working fast is really ideal. But we were on a training with Dominique last week, and it really caught my attention because I'm a big funnel paid traffic person, and then also some lead magnets on Facebook, and that's kind of how I get my leads. I let my autoresponder drip on them, but then I broadcast to them, hey guys, just signed up another one today. Hey guys, starting a new leg. Hey guys, got my first check for $500. I created that in 2 days worth of work. Hey, are you next? Hey, I've got this for you. Your funnel basically says that, but then I add some broadcasts in there as well. I post stuff on my Facebook. So I'm always attracting people. But one way to really ramp up and get to founder right away, 1 day, 2 days tops, and then get into night where you're making that $500, right? Founder, you don't have to pay your 99 till you hit night. Night, you're making $500. That's only 10 people below you. That's 3, and those 3 help those 3 get 3. 3 is the magic number here. The power of 3 is just really what you need to keep top of mind. And it's like this: 3 people who want more out of life. Okay? Do you want more money? Do you want more out of life? Then this is for you, period. You can work, it's both parts of the matrix, or of the compensation plan. It's like a hybrid comp plan, right? You can learn a new skill set, learn trading, make all the money you want. Meantime, back at the ranch, start sharing in the matrix and start making your money. You're earning as you're learning, and then even if you kind of, get that skill set mastered. Misty's a trader. Ontarian, our sponsor, is a trader as well. His sponsor, Estella, is a trader as well, like daily training all the time, where that's part of their income for sure. You definitely want to be doing that. And even if you do just start doing the trading, and you want to tell people, like I had somebody today, he's really interested in the pips and dip and in the trading, but he wants to make this money on the matrix, but he said he can see himself and his stepson just doing the trading. I said, great. Then always just be sharing, hey guys, I'm doing trading, but I bought this, started with this group for $99. And then you're just automatically making money because you're just sharing. Just like you're sharing about the good restaurant you ate at. I know this sounds elementary. I know we've always heard that, but when you're building a matrix like this, that you only need 3 to rank to the top, then you just need 3 personals, then you just need those warm bodies, that we really have to take this back to keep it really as simple as possible. Sure, I like a capture page and a funnel and a drip campaign to automate my business. You definitely want that too, but don't just do that. Don't start there. Start with getting your 3, reaching out, like Misty said, she's 1,000% right, as usual. And she, reach out and get your 3. I had someone tell me the other day, well, Sally, I move around a lot. A lot of people. I said, I've moved around a lot too. I've lived on 3 continents, and I don't know a lot of people anymore. I'm divorced, and I'm, kind of a homebody now. I don't do as much as I used to do. So those are lame excuses, or I had somebody else, I'm in the no friends left. You've heard of that, right? And he started laughing. I said, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, I said NFL stands for the National Football League in my house, where my ex-husband used to play. And we have a lot of friends. It used to play in the NFL, and that's what it stands for in our house, not any friends left. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Don't say it. It's played out, and it doesn't even make sense. So you know what? If you don't think you have any friends, then go to your enemies. That's my answer to that. But Dominique, had a better answer. She said, you know what? These people that are saying they don't have any friends, they don't know anybody. She goes and looks on their Facebook. And she's like, you got 500 friends on Facebook. Start there. And she's dead serious. And so are we. And the people that are, lo and behold, are making $1,000 after their first month. Simple. So reaching out to other people, because why? Because people want more out of life. Everybody does. You'll rarely find someone who doesn't. And that's why we developed this system. So it's kind of I'm calling it a two-step money system. It's a 1-2 punch. We're going to role play it right now for you, showing Misty's screen. And it's on Facebook. You can see the graphic there. And then it's in Unit 17, kind of explains more about it. Guys, do 25 of these a day. Do it every day. It's about being consistent. It's about being persistent and diligent. The people that do 25 a day or more, Misty's probably laughing saying 25, I do 50 or 100. And she probably does. Yeah, I knew she was laughing. Yeah, 150. Yeah, she does 150 cold calls sometimes a day too. So that's why she's moving fast. Anyone can do it, right? Anyone can do this. Okay, Misty, I'm going to minimize this Zoom. I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to message you, okay?
Okay.
And show your screen if you don't mind.
Okay.
And we're going to make this real easy. I'm going to pull Misty up. And I'm just going to type in. Can you guys see me? Are you showing your messenger, Misty?
I'm waiting for it to pop up.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Guys, just watch this real quick. This is what you'll be doing through Facebook. Now, you can obviously do this through text as well. It'll be real simple, 1-2 punch, 25 a day to start. Make yourself a knight in a couple days, make yourself a noble in less than a week, you've got $1,000. From there, you're just going to help those people do more. You're going to promote and prospect through them now, showing them. You'll take a leadership role, but you'll also still keep promoting. So I said, hey, Misty, how are you? She's responding now. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Sally, darling, I'm doing okay. A little corona crazy. How about you? I'm well, thanks. I'm well, thanks. How's homeschooling going? So just, you can see the pattern here. We don't need to go into it so much, but some chit chat, checking in with them. It's like I kind of know her on Facebook. If I didn't know her on Facebook and she was just a friend of a friend, they're still your friend on Facebook, right? Excuse me. And so you can say, hey, I see on your Facebook that you've been into marketing, or hey, you have a beautiful family, or, I want something that's really, life-changing. She's like, I think I have 4 hairs left on my head. 2 days. I'm so glad. Okay. So 2 days left. 2 days left for the holiday, right? Okay. So cool. It's just like I'm just going to say something like, hey, do you have a minute to look at something? This is a game changer, life changer, lifestyle upgrader, whatever you want to say. This is, not the best example. I'm just kind of showing you guys, obviously we all know how Messenger works. So, she'll say yes. And then what I'll do is just pop in the first graphic here. I've got it saved on my computer. I'll go over and I just pop that first one in. And then I'll hit send, and I'll just say, answer these 2 questions for me. You'll love this. And I could say, I thought of you, if you kind of know them, if you know they're a marketer, or you can just kind of make some small talk. A lot of times, like, if you make a new friend and they accept your friendship, you can go and you can look through Facebook, look through groups, find people that are interested in Forex or interested in network marketing, not necessarily in Tradera because they're probably already in Tradera, but you just find them, make friends with them. Hey, thanks for connecting. You know, got this information. I love your pictures. I love you. You know, make some small talk, get to know them a little bit. Don't just pitch them. You know, you always want to, you know, kind of warm them up a little bit. So definitely start with the people that you already know. You're developing that know, like, and trust factor with them. But very open-minded, of course. Okay, so that's a yes. And then do you have 11 minutes? And I think you may have 11 minutes, maybe. You know, so yeah, she's got 11 minutes. Everyone's got 11 minutes to hear about something that's life-changing, and you could beef that up a little bit, you know. She's like, yes, awesome, awesome. I'm going to give you our step 2 info, and if you can watch now, awesome. And then I'm going to flip her this other graphic that I made. And if you don't want to use the graphics, just use the information that's on a graphic. Make it yours. Make your own graphic if you find something that works a little bit better, or it's kind of how you talk, right? And then you give them, you know, your information. Now, let me find that information here. I'm going to give her that next graphic. It's going to pop up. Again, if you want to say your own thing, say your own thing. If you want to, do you have time now? Do you have time now, Misty? Just 11 minutes. This is very exciting, and I thought of you when I saw it. Sure, just go to that website. Yes, then contact me back right away. She's like, going now. And so I'll give her like 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna, you know, contact her back. You might just wait till she gets back to you. If you're busy and you're doing 25 of these, just say, hit me back right away with if you have any questions, or if you're ready to get started, you know, or, okay, so I'm just going to check back in with her right now. And it takes 5 or 10 minutes to do all of these. So you could do, you know, 25 of them in, you know, an hour. You can do what, 3, 6, 9, 12. So a couple hours of your day spent prospecting. That's where 75% of your time should be spent anyway. So I'll just say, how did you like it? I would love to give you my next link. And, you know, I'll kind of see what she says. And I am starting a new leg under a group of marketers and want to get you in ASAP before we put anyone else in. Okay, it's very interesting. Great, great. Okay, so if they want more information, if you want more info, Misty, jump on glbteamoverview.com to learn more from our upline who has hit the level or the rank of legend in only 3.5 months. Wow. You know, yes, it is only $99. You get the training manual to learn all about trading Forex, you know, on and on and on. So you see where this is going. you know, and then I would ask her if she's ready to start. You know, you could ask, are you ready for the next link? You know, give me your best email and I'll send the link over. Like if Misty says right now, yeah, send me the link. You know, yeah, I'm ready to go. Or, hey, can you call me? Or if it's kind of getting heavy and she's asking a couple questions about the Forex market, I'm going to say, hey, can I call you quick? Sure, call me. And then just call them. And then if you get them on a live phone, if you're brand new, call them into Misty or myself. You know, I take calls on the fly. If you can text me beforehand, you know, hey, Sally, I've got a 3-way. Are you available? I'll say, yeah, I'll clear my line. If I'm awake, I'm available. Okay. So, and anyway, so yes, Misty, I've been interested in Forex for years. I'll try it. Awesome. Awesome. Sending it over now. And then, you know, we'd love to have you on the team, whatever. Here's my contact info, or I'll send that to you. Let's get you signed up, get you onboarded. We've got a Facebook group. You know, we've got trainers that train every day. There's, you know, information. There's graphics. There's a funnel that we have. There's, you know, people on our team that are led by 5 people are all 7-figure earners in the industry. So if anything, we have too much training. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to bring everyone here today, is because there is a lot out there, right? There's a lot of trainings for Misty. You've got me and Cameron teaching about the funnel. And then you've got Dominique's call. You've got 2 other Facebook group rooms. I get it. It's a lot. I don't want anyone to be overwhelmed. I want you to take it back to the basics. Get your 3, like Misty said at the beginning of the call. She said, you know, if, you know, you haven't been launched properly yet because we're all in a hurry and we're just actually now learning this launch process from Dominique. We usually kind of jump in the middle, and people that have, you know, made money online before, we're still taking them back to this, you know, basic, ask them 2 questions. This is how, it's called the fire script, and it's in our units at Facebook. If you go to our Facebook page, on the left side margin, you'll see a tab that says units, and Misty can kind of point to it there. We've got 17, or there's like 18, I think, units over there that are training. Some of them will take you 10 seconds to go through because it's just information. It's like a infographic with the calls. Some have got a video in it, but you can go through them. You can onboard yourself to what we're doing. But there's the fire script over there, and Misty and I got that from Dominique, and then I was just made aware of it last week. So I love it because it's real basic, and it's the top. What I love most is the top people are using that. Dominique was using this little script, and Misty said, yeah, that's how I brought in 40 people in my first 4 days. Was it 40, Misty?
It was 40 in 48 hours.
48 hours she brought in.
Uh-huh.
And I brought in, I think I've sponsored about 40 in my first month, but I was creating a marketing system with Cameron. So I kind of stopped my recruiting a little bit. Now I'm getting right back in. Well, I kept it going, but I could have gotten more, but I kind of, you know, started getting everybody's tools because, you know, Tradera is not a traditional MLM, so to speak. They're a trading company, and they've added this affiliate package on there. So we don't really have websites. So that's why we wanted to have these replicated websites for our team information sites. So, you know, that step 2 is great. GLB team funnel. I'm sorry, glbteam11.com is just a video. And I don't send them to Dominique's. I know her original script, if you have it, her original script sends you to watch her video on her YouTube, and her link is there. So I would caution anyone in using that. So I had Cameron put up a page for us, and I bought the domain, glbteam11.com. It's an 11-minute video. It's the same one that those of us who have the funnel use. Now, Misty, I'm going to send you one more thing here. Those of you that, you know, you saw the step 1 and step 2, those are on Facebook. Download them, they're yours, use them. If you have our funnel, there's a step 2 that you can buy. I think it's $25 because we personalize it, okay? So I'm going to show you mine. I'm just going to put it in Misty's chat there. If you have our funnel, just message me if you want to order this step too, because I don't just take them to GLB Team 11 that just has a video there. I take them to my capture page, which drops them in to my funnel because my video pops up there. Okay, so it's kind of a little bit more advanced. The funnel system is $175, but you can just use the free system. 1, 2. The first graphic has the 2 questions. Most importantly, you hit them up on Messenger or text, and you ask them those 2 questions. You could type those in, or you can use the graphic. If you get 2 yeses, you give them the GLB Team 11. They go watch a video. Now, if you want to kind of throw gas on that lead, on that fire a little bit, right, and get it fired up a little bit more, you'll take them to your capture page, because as soon as they enter your capture page, the video pops up anyway, that 11-minute video. And it shows the proof already. And it has your contact information on it already. And it drops them into a 120-day drip campaign. And those messages take them to the, always back to your VSL page with your video. And it takes them to GLB Team Overview that has Dominique's call on it, and is about to have my Misty, Ontarians, and Cameron's prospect call on it. So I hope that doesn't confuse anyone. But that's just, if you have the funnel, you want to take them to the funnel, because you want to go ahead and utilize that and capture them and be dripping on them. Because if they don't join right now, okay, this is very important. If they tell you no right now, or that they've got to rush off or do something, that's fine. Now they're in your funnel. So in a week from now, and they still see things, and they want to maybe revisit the video or get on one of the calls, or you send a broadcast through your AWeber autoresponder, which I teach you how to do on the autoresponder calls, on the funnel calls, marketing calls with Cameron and I on Tuesday and Thursday. You know, we will teach you how to broadcast and say, hey, I hit night, I've got an extra $500. This was so cool. I did it in 10 days. You can too. Join me now. You're going to, those people that looked at it and told you no 2 weeks ago, now their ears have perked up and they're looking for you. Wow, how'd you do that? Are you still, you know, you're working it, you're loving it? Or yeah, I'm 2 people away from making 1,000. I get you in and get you to put another person in. I'm at the 1,000 level already. This is fun and easy and exciting, you know, and you just kind of get them going like that. But if you move fast, guys, when we say money loves speed, we're saying that for a reason. Like what Dominique talks about, David Lisiaga talks about, compressing that time. Money loves speed. When you move fast, you create energy, synergy, and excitement. That creates momentum. It's a lot more exciting when people start seeing their matrices kind of filling up. They're like, oh, wow, I've got 10 people down my first leg already. I better get to work. Hey, Misty, what do I do now? I've got all these people in my leg and I want to, okay, let's get you going. Let's launch you. Let's get you some people going and let's get them placed in your second leg and your third leg. So then you can get those ranks. But it is just, you know, staying in communication. But I did just want to show that 2-step money system that I developed. It's very basic. It's very, very simple, but it's really interesting to me that the top earners are using this, are using a script. I'm like, oh, I haven't used a script in years. You know, I just write copy, send it to an autoresponder. And that works too. You can definitely do some of that. But when people are taking it back to, you know, the basics here, because it's just about three people who want more out of life. Everyone should know people who want more money and more out of life. You know, and honestly, if you don't, this probably isn't the place for you. You know, and, you know, good luck. I mean, honestly, just it's not for everybody. I get that. But for those who want more out of life, who want to learn a new skill set of trading in the Forex market and make money by sharing info on how to do that, a lot of money quickly, this is the perfect place for you. So that's really all I have to say. I'm going to see if anyone has any questions. Misty, do you have any comments on what I added?
It sounds really, really good. Money loves speed. The best thing is to just take action.
Take action.
Get them on the call. And then I do have a Holy Grail video. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
It's going to be the quickest and most efficient way for you guys to get your friends list up to 5,000. 5,000 people that are in your perfect hungry target audience.
Well, that's awesome. That would be great. If you don't mind putting that in the Facebook group room too, and we can somehow even add that. I'll add that like as a unit, because that's what a lot of those Facebook courses teach these days is, how to get your friends list up, get people to talk to, and how to interact with them. Don't just pitch people. I mean, we've all gotten that on Facebook where people just will send you a link. That's not how you do it.
Yeah.
You got to warm people up. There's also a place called printfounders.com that you can get those little $100 bill money cards. And that might be a little old school, but it's almost like a business card. People are leaving those around. You need one person in each leg that's a heavy hitter. That you need a strong person in each leg. If you can get 2 strong people in each leg, and of course you need bodies to rank up. So it's like a balance. You will have attrition. You will have some people drop out. Like I just hit 78. My legs were balanced because I didn't just have a bunch of spillover. I built my own. So I hit Noble in 4 days with 78 people. You only need 75, but they got to be 40% in the first leg, 40 in the second, 20 in the third. And I did it in 78 people, which tells you I didn't have a lot of spillover. I was in control of my system there, and I put that in like that. I think Ontarian spilled over a guy to me, and he put in like he had 8 or 10 underneath him. I was David, who's on the line. He's doing great. And I put in a guy, Brad. He put in some people. But my first 4 days, there wasn't hardly any spill at all. It was all me to hit that rank. But you'll have people at 78. That's not enough to stay at that rank. You want to pad it. You want to make sure you've got 10 or 15 more, maybe 5 or 6 more at night, because there will be people who don't see the vision, who don't go to work here. And where will they be next month? You'll be earning an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month, and they won't be. So then it's okay. Their spot's still there. They can come back and reactivate it. Just make sure they know what you're doing. So if you get a no now, or someone drops out, revisit them and say, you need to come back. We've got a 1-2 punch. We've got, training, and look what I'm doing. I'm new at this too. And just kind of keep them in the loop, keep it rolling. That's it for me, Misty.
I want to say one more
I did
thing.
want to go for it.
And it's Sally, it's what you told me this morning. I know, guys, we're having growing pains with this company. Like Sally was saying, they're not really like an MLM company. They did just open the affiliate side. I am sure with everything in me, they did not plan on bringing 27,000 people into their organization in 3 months. Wow. Okay. We're growing and we're not going to stop. Yeah, we've got some hiccups. If you guys don't know, I think from 9 p.m. Central Time tonight, the back office is going to be gone. It's going to be shut down because they're putting in our new iPayout where everybody's going to be getting paid faster. We're having growing pains. People are stuck in the holding tank because they're doing these updates. Back office is going to be shut down so they can pay us faster. This company is great, guys. This company is great and we are growing. So for the people that they stay in a month and they're like, oh, I didn't make any money, this isn't for me, they're going to be sick. Give it 90 days. They're going to be so sick that they let their spot go and that they quit when they see all of us living our best lives, making crazy money and trading. So guys, just stick with it. Don't give up before the miracle happens. This is y'all's vessel. This is y'all's vehicle to becoming millionaires. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. If you take our suggestion and you're consistent and you work at it every single day, everybody on this call can be legend. Every one of you. Every one of you.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. That is 100% accurate. And, I do want to say one more thing is when we structure those 2 questions, those came from Dominique. I learned it from Misty and Dominique, and they're very basic. And, there are, do you, they're very basic that I can't remember. Are you open? Are you a person that's closed-minded? Are your options open to receiving money in your bank account? You're usually going to get a yes out of that. You might get some pushback. That's okay. Work with them. Do you have 11 minutes? try to get them on 11 minutes right now so you can follow right up with them and get them while they're hot, especially if they're going into your autoresponder. They're going to get that over and over and over again. But anyone who says no, keep them on a list that says no. Keep them on your no list and go back to them in a week or two when you're making money. They'll be back. And don't take the no's personally. They're saying no mostly to themselves because they don't believe in themselves. So you've got to believe in yourself, and you can do this. Anyone can do this for sure. Yes, the site will be down. This company, a lot of companies have done that, Misty, that have had to go down to add a new software or update some things. That happens all the time in this industry. It happens all the time in brick and mortar companies too, that when they tell you they're coming right back at this time or that time or what they're doing, they've been right on point every time, because I'm watching them like a hawk. I've been in this industry for 23 years. I have seen it all. Trust me on that. And these guys are doing what they say they're going to do, and they're doing it quickly, and they're doing it to succeed and to be better. And so, there's no complaints from me on that. But one more thing I did want to touch on. I read an article the other day from Forbes magazine that the prediction is actually 7 million people that will be out of work. Okay. I mean, it's like what, 22, 24, 26 million now, but the prediction, it just keeps going. There's just more and more people getting laid off. My son got furloughed from 2 jobs with 0 days notice. That day, it was like, hey, we'll call you if we need you. 2 jobs lost in 1 day. He's fine. He's in his 20s. He has 2 parents. His car's paid for. He's in good shape. He's like, hey, I'll take some unemployment. So he's okay. But what about these people that have families that have lost jobs? There's no severance package. Take this stance. When you prospect anyone, I want you to take the stance of you have what they want, which is a way to create their own income, which is way to create their own life and lifestyle by doing a little bit of work, by getting 3 people that know 3 people who all want more money and more out of life. Take that stance and you'll succeed. There's no way to fail except for not doing the work. Okay, that's it. But 47 million predicted people to be out of work. That is crazy and scary, very scary. So make sure that not just that they're out of work now, when and if Corona subsides, I'll say when they subside or whatever's going to happen with that. I know colleges are already talking about fall, making adjustments, and sporting, they're still having meetings with sporting events and making adjustments. So this isn't just going to be over in a month. They're already talking, like I said, fall for schools, alternating days and all kinds of things. So it's not over yet. And these people that are out of work, when and if they can go back to work, is their job going to be there? I personally predict that half of them won't have a job to go back to. My personal prediction. So, and the hospital here, which is our main, I live in a college town, the University of Missouri, where I went to school here, where my husband, he played football here. We met here. We still live here. The biggest employer in our town is the university and the university hospital. And there were 600 people just laid off last week. Wow, it just shook the whole town like crazy. Our friends are losing their jobs. Well, that was just last week, guys. You don't think there's more coming next week or next month? Because there is. And then the ball keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, right? Then they don't need food service. Then they don't need advertising. Then they don't need the cars that they bought. So it just, then they can scale back their insurance. So everything keeps sliding backwards. You have the answer. Go out and share it. So right time, last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to kick it back to you, Misty. Right time, right place, right team. Let us know what you need. We're here for you. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Misty, close it out.
Just thank you for coming, guys. Once again, my name is Coach Misty. So if you do not know who I am, you need to get with your upline. You need to come to our Empower Hour at 3 p.m. every single day, new members orientation, a motivational message, and every single night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I teach our 2-week syllabus. And those students that come in and they go with me through the 2 weeks, at the end of the 2 weeks, they're trading, guys. So anyway, you will see me again. I love each and every one of you. If you need anything, just message me. Be blessed.
One more thing. Oh, sorry. That was a beautiful goodbye, and I loved it. One more thing is, there's Dominique's got a training right now, so it's on our Facebook group. You guys go jump on it. Misty, kiss us goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.